Alright guys, so it is, we've got maybe less than a couple of days, if that much, maybe even just one day before Ramadan starts. Right now it is, what is it? It's Tuesday, and I am right now headed to the my second jiu-jitsu class. My hope is to maintain regular practice throughout Ramadan, and that would kind of basically set me up without any excuse to maintain this, my training even throughout the rest of the year. The habits that you establish in this month are the habits that stick with you at least for the next 6 months. And so that's one of my main objectives and hopes. I remember I even started my Krav Maga training when I was in DC in the month of Ramadan, and helped me stay consistent, regular for the next 6 months. And then, I kind of tapered off in the last 6 months because my job moved. So there was just a whole different change in terms of habit and lifestyle disruption. Today, I want to showcase to you guys just some basic Ramadan prep. Today, I'm going to be getting with the missus, and we're going to be planning out the food and stuff that we're going to be eating at least for the first couple of weeks of Ramadan, and we're going to make whatever adjustments that are necessary to be able to achieve the results that we want to achieve. The idea is to spend the minimum amount of time eating and preparing food, have all that stuff done, and if it is done, then from there we just go on forward with the other important things, which is worship, Quran, and Jiu-Jitsu. Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan whatever you guys do. It is day 0. Well, technically it is day 1 because Ramadan starts at sunset.
Ramadan Kareem is how Saudi say.
Really? So from the Saudi, Ramadan Kareem, and they sighted the moon in Southern California. And so
كل عام وأنتم بخير.
yes, what she said. You want to translate that for everybody?
كل عام وأنتم بخير.
Yeah, something about khair. What does that mean?
I don't know. It's what they write in the cards when they say Ramadan Kareem, and right below it كل عام وأنتم بخير.
Okay, so anybody who knows what that means, please leave it in the comment below and educate all of us, including those that are on the other side of this screen or tablet or whatever you're viewing this on. So we actually wanted to do some preparation beforehand, and I was anticipating that Ramadan would be on Thursday, not tomorrow, but that's life. And so we just went ahead and got some preliminary groceries to go ahead and get ourselves set up for suhoor without having to cook or prepare anything like that. Just ready on the go. So I'm planning on getting up early, and I'm actually thinking about doing my jiu-jitsu classes late in the day. I have a 7 o'clock class potentially that I can attend, and finishes up at 8, and Maghrib's at 8:09. So I can just finish up class and I'm good.
That was Hendrik.
Yeah, that was me. Now you see it. Now you don't. Welcome to my kitchen. I got my suhoor, aka my morning pre-dawn meal, up and ready. Let me walk you through that right now. So first, I got my some brown rice and quinoa. This is what my meals. One of these is enough to serve 2 people. So essentially one bag here is 2 servings, and it is more than filling, especially if you get a whole bag. I would just split that between myself and her. Got some bananas, and it's got some power seed bread that I've been eating, as well as some of this German dark wheat bread. Probably break these out for iftar or sometime for dinner. Also, I got these navel oranges. These oranges are massive. They're like the size of grapefruits. I love these. One of these or 2 of these is actually filling like a meal. In here, what do I have? I got my Brussels sprouts. I actually only had 3, so I got to go back and get some more. I would probably eat these for dinner. So my dinner essentially consists of some of this Chipotle Southwest Walmart meat, seasoned, dry rubbed. I just freeze it, so that way I get a bunch of these, freeze it in the freezer. When I need it to defrost, I'll put it right here in the fridge. And I'm realizing right now that I have not put one of these into the fridge. So this here is iftar, actually dinner, not iftar. So I have Brussels sprouts with that chicken. This is my wife's stuff. She likes the Korean bowls. And you can always mix the Korean bowls with some extra rice or some extra chicken. Now for suhoor, you have the option of one of these yogurt packs with some steel cut oatmeal, right? I like to add that. What she likes to do is she likes the regular oatmeal, so she'll go ahead and put that in there. But outside of that, also for suhoor, so let's do a countdown. Drink, I like this for suhoor and iftar, probably half a can for each, so a full can in the day. Eggs for suhoor, probably 2 or 3 at least, maybe 3 or 4 ideally. One of these with some steel cut oatmeal and probably some milk with some of my protein powder. So that will essentially be my suhoor. Oh, and some dates, maybe 2 dates as well as a banana. Now, I just want to ensure that a good suhoor, at least for me, I'm about 200 pounds, just over 200 pounds, and I have a daily caloric maintenance of about, I would say, I think it's about 2,800 calories per day. That's if I don't do any activity. If I do activity, probably be 3,000, 3,200 calories. So having said that, I mean, that's a lot of calories essentially for one person. So what I would do is each one of these meals, if I get between minimum 400 calories, which is just enough to satiate me, up until maybe 800 or 750 calories, that's just right, just to kind of do a number. So if we do the math here, one banana has about 100 calories. You've got this, one of these servings is 2 servings per container. You have 240 calories per container. So 200 plus that's 300. And then you throw in a couple of these eggs, right? So each egg is about 90 calories, give or take. So if I get 3 of these eggs, that's 270 calories. So right now, 300 plus 270, that right there is about 570 calories. So 570 calories, that's a full meal. That's actually a decent suhoor. I might just throw in some protein shake and just call it a day. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow if I'm feeling hungry. If I feel like I need that extra energy, then I might, for the next suhoor the next day, adjust it. Look, it's not a matter of just knowing the numbers, because the numbers are varying based on the activity that you do. So it's just like, imagine your body like a race car, right? And if you've got a nice race car, you've got a Ferrari, you got a BMW M6, you're not just going to go easy on the pedal, right? In some moments, you're going to put the pedal to the metal. In other moments, you might just ease off the gas. You might just put it onto cruise control. Depending on how hard and how fast you go, you're going to burn different amounts of energy. So same thing with your body and the fasting that you do, depending on how hard you push it. So if you're fasting, whether you're not fasting, if you're completely sedentary, you're still maintaining regular activity, you're doing more activity. I just signed up for jiu-jitsu classes. I'm intending on continuing that training into the fasting and into Ramadan. So that's a little bit extra activity that I'm doing, in addition to the fact that I'm also going to caloric deficit because of fasting. So all of these things are factors that I need to take into consideration, and also to be able to manage my energy. And my biggest fear right now is cramping, right? So dehydration, which is always a big concern. So part of what I'm going to do is, part of drinking, I'm going to be adding this good old Himalayan salt to my protein drink. You can even add it to your waters, whatever it is. The thing is, this mixed with lime is something that's going to help reduce cortisol, which is a stress hormone, but at the same time, just salt in general, add it to your water, just in general will make for allow for better hydration and absorption into the body. So that's basically it. This is my suhoor prep. I got everything in the fridge, just got to microwave it or put it in the oven and it's ready to go. Some people are a little bit more diligent in terms of what they do. Some people just might want to go ahead and cook their meals. The things I've been meaning to do. There we go. So one of the things I've been meaning to do is document the process of cooking halim, right, which is a Indian subcontinent dish. Different parts of the region make it a little bit differently. My wife, she's from ethnically, ancestrally, her family's from Pakistan. So whereas the way that they make halim is different, my family ancestrally is from East India. We don't make halim. So like my family at home never made halim, hardly ever. I can't even remember if we made halim. So but the thing is, the way, now I have a preference in terms of how I like my meat. I like it chunky. I like my barley and I like my lentils chunky. I don't like it completely liquidy and stewy, right? So she makes it a particular way. So part of it is I want to be able to document that and perhaps share it with you guys. So maybe look forward to that this weekend if we get to it. If not, then that's it. I want you to leave a comment below in the comments section, and let me know what is your morning meal routine. What do you eat for suhoor? What is that pre-dawn meal that gets you going? And what has worked well for you, and that you would like to potentially share with the folks here? Do let us know. I'll see you soon.